What if I told you that everything you see, touch, and feel is a lie? That the world around you, the stars above, even the thoughts in your head are all part of an elaborate simulation? Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if I told you the evidence is everywhere, and all you have to do is look? Welcome to the channel where we dive into the mind-bending, the unexplainable, and the downright weird. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest questions of all time. Are we living in a simulation? And trust me, by the end of this video, you might just question everything you thought you knew about reality. Let's start at the very beginning. The Big Bang. 14 billion years ago, the universe exploded into existence. But here's the thing. What was there before the Big Bang? No space, no time, no nothing. Just a blank slate. Now, if you ask a physicist, they'll throw terms like quantum foam or dark energy at you. Ask a theologian, and they'll say, God did it. But here's a wild thought. What if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning of the universe, but the boot up of a program, a cosmic computer starting its code? Think about it. Every law of physics, every constant in the universe, like the speed of light, gravity, Planck's constant, they're all just parameters, settings in a program. Even consciousness itself could just be a line of code. And if that sounds crazy, you're not alone. But some of the world's smartest minds, Elon Musk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, even Nobel Prize-winning physicists, are starting to think, maybe it's not so crazy after all. The idea that we might be living in a simulation isn't new. In fact, it dates back thousands of years. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato talked about the allegory of the cave, where prisoners are chained and only see shadows on a wall, mistaking them for reality. Fast forward to the 17th century, and René Descartes wondered if an evil demon could be deceiving us about the world around us. In the 20th century, philosopher Hilary Putnam introduced the brain in a vat thought experiment. Imagine your brain is removed from your body and placed in a vat of nutrients connected to a supercomputer that simulates reality. How would you know the difference? But the modern version of this idea comes from philosopher Nick Bostrom. In 2003, he proposed the simulation argument, which boils down to three possibilities. 1. Human civilization will go extinct before developing the technology to create realistic simulations. 2. Even if we develop the technology, we'll choose not to create simulations. 3. We're almost certainly living in a simulation. Bostrom argues that if advanced civilizations can create simulations indistinguishable from reality, and if they choose to run them, the number of simulated minds would vastly outnumber real ones. So, statistically speaking, the odds are stacked against us being in base reality. Let's get into the evidence. Could the universe itself be a program? First, consider the mathematical nature of reality. Physics relies on equations and constants that seem suspiciously precise. The speed of light, the gravitational constant, the charge of an electron. These aren't just random numbers. They're finely tuned, too finely tuned. Some scientists call this the fine-tuning problem. If any of these constants were even slightly different, life as we know it wouldn't exist. So, is this fine-tuning just a cosmic coincidence, or is it evidence of a programmer setting the parameters? Then there's the double-slit experiment, one of the weirdest things in quantum physics. When you fire particles through two slits, they behave like waves, unless you observe them. Then they act like particles. It's as if the universe knows when you're watching, and it gets even stranger. In the delayed choice experiment, scientists found that particles can change their past based on how they're observed in the future. That's right. The universe might be rewriting itself in real time. Now, imagine this on a cosmic scale. Light from a galaxy 100 million light-years away behaves like a wave until we observe it. Then it collapses into particles. It's like the universe is only rendering what we're looking at. Sound familiar? Exactly. In video games, the engine only renders what the player sees. Everything else? It's just potential. Could our universe be doing the same thing? Every program has glitches. Even the most advanced software can hiccup. So, if we're living in a simulation, where are the glitches? Enter the Mandela effect. Millions of people swear they remember things that never happened. Nelson Mandela. Dying in prison? Nope. The Berenstain Bears being spelled Berenstein? Not a chance. And don't even get me started on Darth Vader's famous line, "Luke, I am your father." Spoiler alert. He never said that. So why do so many people remember it wrong? Is it just faulty memory? Or is it a glitch in the simulation? But the Mandela effect isn't the only potential glitch. Have you ever experienced déjà vu? That eerie feeling that you've lived this moment before? Some theorists suggest it could be a reload of a previous simulation state. Or what about quantum tunneling, where particles seemingly teleport through barriers? Or black holes, where the laws of physics break down? Could these be bugs in the cosmic code? Now let's talk about the most mysterious thing of all, consciousness. If we're living in a simulation, is our consciousness just a program? Scientists are already making strides in mapping the brain and uploading minds into computers. In a few decades, we might be able to transfer our consciousness into a digital world. If we can do that, who's to say someone hasn't already done it to us? Philosopher David Chalmers argues that consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe, like space or time. If that's true, then even in a simulation, our consciousness would still be real. But here's the kicker. If we're simulations, our creators might be simulations themselves, created by another civilization. And so on. It's like a cosmic Russian nesting doll. So, what does this all mean? If we're living in a simulation, does it change anything? For some, it's a terrifying thought. It means everything we experience, love, pain, joy, fear, is just data. But does that make it any less real? Here's the thing. Even if this is a simulation, it's our reality. The sun still feels warm, the stars still shine, and your favorite food still tastes amazing. So, does it really matter if it's all just code? Whether you believe in God, science, or simulation theory, the real question is, what's the difference? Both ideas point to something greater than ourselves, and maybe that's the point. So what do you think? Are we living in a simulation? Or is this as real as it gets? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the nature of reality, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the truth is out there. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, reality is what you make of it.